Hello trainers, Neto here, and today we're gonna dive together into Little Jungle Cup Remix. So this meta is gonna be a pretty fun meta to use, especially on the start of the season where you most probably need some really fast wins to gather up your sets on the early rankings of Go Battle League. So those three teams that I'm gonna show to you might be super useful to you. So stay tuned till the end because all those three teams are gonna be extremely good and extremely fun. So we're gonna start off with a Mudboy up on the lead, followed up by a Drifloon and Swinub. So this is gonna be kind of an ABA team style. We're gonna have Hooper up on the lead, which is gonna just spam its moves pretty much all the time. If you do not like Hooper, feel free to use another Mudboy like Barboach. You're not gonna regret your time at all because those Mudboys are gonna be a really huge thing on the current meta, especially without that Cottonee or Ducklett around to be some kind of a trouble for you. So Hooper, a pretty spammy option for any lead team that you're looking for. The closer of the team might decide to use the Drifloon because it has access not only to a debuffing move but also Shadow Ball, which is gonna hit hard anything in the meta other than the dark types and the normals. So you're gonna be on a very good spot closing any match with Drifloon, and with Hex it is pretty much easy to gather up that energy towards your side. Safe switch of the team, Swinub, and I do not like the sad one, okay? For Little Cup, the regular Swinub will be a pretty cool option for you to use because it is gonna spam its moves pretty much all the time with Powder Snow, charging up to the Body Slam and the Ice Shard for the debuff. I run here Rock Slide as you're seeing. Well, it might be a mistake because for the Flyers you always have the Icy Wind, which is gonna be always nice with the debuff. But consider using Body Slam over Rock Slide, not like I do over here with Rock Slide, and you're gonna be in a much better position than me. Chance is gonna be a really huge deal, so that's why you're seeing all those delayed battles with Chansey. And of course the core breaker of the team, Lotad. This Pokemon can apply pressure to the opponent, of course can apply so much pressure to us as well, especially up on the lead against that Hooper, and of course go pretty well like at the back with that Water Gun with the Swinub matchup, or even going pretty even against our Drifloon. Other than that, I think this team has no weakness at all and you are not gonna regret your time using it on Little Jungle Cup Remix. Following up, we got a team that you are not like at all because it is taken out of Great League and put on the Little Cup restrictions. So we're gonna have now the Stunfisk up front, which is not gonna be that tanky as it is on the other meta, and of course a pure Flying Press can even threat down to no HP that Stunfisk against the Pikachu Liber, so we have to take note of that on this matchup. But other than that, I think that Stunfisk might be glassy but also deliver hard hitting moves because everything is glassy on a 500 CP meta. The closer of the team for this line, of course, it is gonna be the Wigglytuff because with Charm it can close pretty much anything in the meta other than the Stunfisk matchup and any weird poison type like a Nidoran your opponent might have. Safe switch of the team other than whatever you might have in mind, well, Altaria is gonna work just fine because it's gonna be part Dragon, part Flying, and even against a Steel type like Stunfisk, you're gonna be on a very good spot with your Dragon Breath because, as we have already said quite a few times already, everything is glassy here. Crow Breaker of the team, another Mudboy, not the Hooper but Barboach because it carries the move Ice Beam and can go pretty well with a pure Ice Beam against the Altaria matchup. Other than that, absolutely fine. This team pretty strong out of the Great League and you're gonna be enjoying yourself on Little Jungle Cup Remix. And now battlers, for the very first battles of the season, if you want some really fast battles, perhaps this team can help you. And of course, if you're looking especially for wins, fast wins in total, well, this line will prove to be the best one because you have a Rock Thrower with Santum up on the lead on the face of Onix. At the back, you're gonna have a double Razor Leafer or a Razor Leafer and a Water Gunner. I prefer Lotad as a Water Gunner because before we saw how crazy this Pokemon can go against the meta, against the Swinub, against the Stunfisk, so with Water Gun you're gonna have so many good matchups. You're gonna be afraid with this team at the backline, the opponent's Altaria, but other than that your Onix can prove to be a very good option against that Pokemon. So the core breaker of the team, Swinub, because it can go pretty well with its ice moves against the Onix and of course against the backline, but overall Water Gun will just melt it down with Lotad if you go on the end game. Even Razor Leaf will deal so much damage with a Gloom. If you have a Shadow Gloom, just go for it. It's gonna be something like a grass team overall. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching. Write down in the comments if you enjoy Little Jungle Cup Remix. It is gonna be exciting, but personally I want to see how cool the new moves can be for Great League. Be sure to leave a like before you go, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers. Choo choo choo.